I hear the accent, fam.
Yeah,
So Louisiana, right?
absolutely. New Orleans, Louisiana, all day.
Okay. Tell me about the music culture at that time, like when you was coming up.
In the late '80s, '90s. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been DJing, since '86, and I really didn't start making money until '90. But we always had a strong music base being out of New Orleans. With the jazz culture. I
Right.
mean, it kind of everything go through New Orleans.
I love Louisiana
You know.
music, man.
Yeah. So you gotta love it. You gotta
Boy,
love
I
it.
got that bounce,
So,
man.
with the emergence of bounce music in the '90s, '91, everything just really took off from there. And it wasn't
Right.
an accepted genre of music at that time. And it almost seems like within the last 3 or 4 years, it's really just being accepted with the likes of Drake doing it and everybody sampling that music and that sound.
Yeah.
But really, man, I'll be honest with you, man, we was in our own little world with our bounce music.
Yeah.
And even to this day, you really can't go down there without bounce music.
Yeah.
Having some type of
It's beautiful,
touch
man.
on it. It's a beautiful thing, man.
I gotta say it, bro. I'm a fucking fan, dude.
Yeah.
During your time, who was like some of the front runners, or who were the people that was establishing themselves and kind of somebody that you made a look to or maybe inspired you?
You
down
mean
there?
from on the DJ side?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
straight from a music perspective, even if it's
Right.
not DJing, if it's just
Right.
any musical entity that influenced you
Right.
or made you want to look into the music.
Man, I'll be honest with you, man. My sister, first of all, was kind of a huge influence. She kind of introduced me to music because she was heavy into music too, just loving music. And I think actually like the first record that I ever played was like her record was Rapper's Delight. The Sugar
okay.
Hill Gang going back
Okay.
in the day. I might have
Okay.
scratched it too at that time, but
Yeah.
but nonetheless, at that time, coming up, we had DJs like Slick Leo, Captain
Okay.
Charles. We had like small little DJ crews that was making noise. Manny Fresh.
Manny Fresh.
We were neighbors right in the 7th Ward, and he knows it to this day. I always look up to him,
Yeah, that's
So,
a titan, man.
So it was, I had some real big influences, I had some DJs, DJ Tricky B, a good friend of mine. Now he's still DJing, he live in Atlanta, but man, they had some good DJs come through, through New Orleans and up and out of there,
Right.
Listen to the radio, man. We got a DJ Rowe. He been on the radio station forever down there. And, yeah, definitely a leader,
Yeah.
of the pack. So I have a lot of influences. Let's just say that, but that's just some of them to name a few.
Right, and I like to ask that a lot because I had to realize that everybody has them, influencers and
Right.
mentors, and it shows you how important those things are, right?
Right.
I want to tap into your name, Big Daddy the DJ.
Right. Right.
How did that name come about?
Man, you know what? I was in it was in high school, and I was on like a weightlifting team or something like that, and it was over one summer.
Okay,
Man. I went from like, from like this to like this. You feel me? Like I just blew up.
Look like you've been in the weight room ever since.
Man, I've been working out, man. I've been trying to stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? I had a little health scare a little while back, and we can talk about that. But
Okay.
Ever since then, man, I'm focused on health and working out. But one of my, I don't know, I forget who it was, man, at the time, and it was like, man, you Big Daddy, you know what I'm saying? Because I just really had just kind of just, swole up.
Yeah.
And it was all natural, I guess I was coming from puberty and coming into a young man,
Yeah.
And,
You was definitely a DJ that I didn't want to try, like, honestly.
So actually, and I was rapping, so it was me and my partner, Boss Man, so it was Big Daddy and Boss Man.
Wait a minute, hold on. You used to
Yeah, I used to rap, yeah. So
get out.
I got a
Hey,
little
you want to
something.
send me something?
All right, I'll send you
Do you got
something.
anything?
Yeah, I got a couple other things out there.
I ain't gonna leak it to show nobody.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying?
you can put it out there. It's already out
I
there.
got to hear this, man.
Yeah, the world
I have
already
no
knows.
clue.
It's a bounce record. I got a couple of them, and I done a bunch of projects. I did an album that was never released, but none of that. So nonetheless, we went from Big Daddy and Boss Man, and then we would DJ all of the parties in college at LSU. So
That's the thing, ain't it? Them colleges is really
oh, man,
really
that's where-
beneficial
man,
if you
that's
can
where
tap
it go
into
down,
them.
man. Because that's really my largest network now. My most powerful network is my college, friends. I still have a few friends from college. I still
Right.
got my day ones, but really, man, my network, as far as from a corporate perspective, and is really what happened in college. Some real deep friends. So anyway, I went from Big Daddy and Boss Man,
Yeah.
and then we would DJ, and then I stopped rapping, so it was like now it's like Big Daddy. You talking about Big Daddy who rapping? Like now, Big Daddy the DJ now. So it just went from rapping into the DJing thing, which I had always was a DJ.
Yeah.
We just kind of jumped into the bounce thing during college and made a little money and had a little fun doing it. So
Yeah.
so I still got a couple of little bars. I ain't got that many. I got
Yeah.
a
Well,
couple
drop
of-
some for us
No, I ain't
right
gonna-
quick.
no, I ain't gonna
Music
drop-
Lovers Only exclusive. Let's go.
No, I ain't got no bars like that. man.
Yeah, I feel you. I
Nah,
feel you. Okay, so you're in Louisiana. You're doing your DJ thing.
Right.
Now I'm gonna go a little further. So, what got you to the DFW?
All right.
How'd
so,
you get here?
So I was actually when I finished college, I went into corporate America.
Right.
So I worked in corporate America for 14 years, and I was traveling all around, in that space. But I never stopped DJing. So, and it was actually a blessing because as I was moving around, on the corporate side,
Yeah.
I was going to all these different cities and picking up all these different vibes and new music. Going to San Francisco, getting the hyphy music, going to the East Coast, getting that real East Coast hip hop, going to Chicago, getting the house music, going to Miami, getting
Right.
the bass music.
Okay.
Just traveling all over. And the whole time I'm doing the corporate thing. Trying to, get established and get everything situated. I was still soaking in all this music knowledge that I was gaining. And it was just making me a better and better DJ. So I got relocated to Dallas. And when I got to Dallas, I just kind of felt that this was going to be home because it wasn't, 8 hours from New Orleans. Had a real big network here of Louisiana, New Orleans.
Give me a time frame. What year is this? What year we're
This
talking?
2003.
2003.
You're right, when I moved here. So it was before Katrina. And then, I got here and I just kind of felt the vibe. I was like, man, this is a wide open market, I saw it as a wide open market for what I was bringing.
Gotcha.
And I was bringing that Louisiana flavor, especially, with a concentration on New Orleans. And ever since then, it just took off. Me and a couple of partners started this group called Crescent City Entertainment. And we were doing New Orleans-based parties. And, everything just kind of evolved from there. And then I went from there to, Big Daddy the DJ Presents, where I'm doing my own events now. So, the brand got big enough to where I could, be the DJ and the promoter. And, nothing against the promoters, but it was like, I really didn't need them at that point.
I always like to ask entrepreneurs like yourself, like, what tapped you into that? I feel like I'm just now, well, I'm not just now, but I'm really adapting to it full time.
Right.
How did you get there? Like, how did you tap into
To the
it?
entrepreneurial
Yeah.
side of it? Man, I've always been a businessman.
Yeah.
Really my undergrad degree is in entrepreneurial management.
Wow.
So I always knew I was going to go do something in business. The whole corporate thing for me when I was doing it was really just to learn, and you got to walk before you run. And you got to you got to make certain moves, So the whole time I was there, man, I don't regret any of it, but I knew that wasn't my final destination. I knew it would be on the entrepreneurial side.
Right.
And what I was doing, I was actually working with entrepreneurs. So I was learning the game. I was learning, how they moved and, business moves that they made, and then I was taking it to,
That's
to
key.
to build up my
I hope for y'all that are watching this, y'all listen to this man drop valuable knowledge. You studied it.
Yeah.
Like it's more to it than what people think. I believe they just see you with your business going and think
Right.
you just
Yeah,
got
I think
it
it
going
just
like
started,
that.
man. Yeah, nah, it's
You got to work at it. It takes discipline.
discipline and education. I think that's one of the biggest issues that we have in the music industry, all around, and a lot of industries really. Everybody just wants to be on, but they never know or they never want to learn what it takes to be on and what that actually means.
Understood.
So,
Gang, fam. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
but I'm sure we'll get to all that. But
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's how I got to DFW in '03, and the rest of it has been an awesome ride, man. I'll be honest